Bismillah, as an American citizen of the United States, I am Muslim. At the same time, that did have not stopped me from having clarity about Islam and the sayings of the Bible. With that being said, school needs to be reestablished in regards to this issue, in regards to looking at the law of laws, which starts with Genesis. That's the prophet Moses. Secondly, is the gospel, or should we say David first, because Dave brought the Psalms. Thirdly, the gospel which Jesus brought. If you're determining that Jesus is a God, then you're determining that Moses is a God, and you're determining that David is a God, and all the other prophets being a God. God said he doesn't have to reveal himself to anybody except as he see fit. And in that case, when you look at the 99 names of Allah being a profound reason for Moses having spoke to God in the burning bush in the valley, the first, trying to show it to you, the first, okay, I'm sitting and I'm watching and I'm looking. But the first, it won't go all the way up. Let's see if I can rise my body up a little bit so you can see better. And in reality, the point of the matter is this. God said he is the fashioner, which is the close terminology of Musawwir, which is exactly giving honor to not only God and Moses having had conversation. Moses symbolically is Musa. And it wasn't Aaron that had a problem in regards to who wanted to make a graven image to worship. It was Samari. Although Samari was forgiven centuries later or decades later, still, God says, Allah says, he is Birahmatika Ya Rahimeen. Now I'm trying to rise up so you can see this. Hold on. Now I can turn around so you can see it. Move over, honey. Okay. See that term right there? Al-Musawwir. One thing is for sure, and I'm going there. If paradise is at the foot of the mother, and then it's said that paradise is at the foot of the husband for the wife, then that has to be mandated. I don't think that one husband should make a woman feel uncomfortable in her own home. I'm making that clear. In the event that that is, then he could be written down as a tyrant. At the same time, paradise being at the foot of the husband, not only Christians, Jews, or whomever are having problems staying married or staying matrimonial in a world set dilemma of financial, economical stress. This term here, that's Moses' name. So, Al-Musawwir Remember, Moses couldn't find his mother. At the same time, we're not talking. Don't call. Whatever's going on overseas in regards to all the weaponry, all the massive murders that goes on, past tense and present, is still geared, and you insist on calling, it still gears from the standpoint of the negotiation, and I mean the secret negotiations that the White House and the foreign industries are having. So don't be blinded, people. This is not Lady Liberty speaking. This is Jenna Jamila Halima speaking to you. Salams. Call them in Rabbi Rahim. The holy is El Qudus. The king is the sovereign Lord, and he's also the Lord of all the worlds. This is the United States speaking from you, from my station where I live. And the Lord is mightyful. Mightyful. That El-Azizu. And he is aware of different things that's happening. I don't want nobody's blood on my hand. I have to maintain my own blood. But that's something that most men conjure up. Men conjure up. But we say Amen or Amen. When you look at the English terminology of what a man is, it spells A-M-E-N. Amen. Men. All the men in society conjure up war and strife against each other. Personally, I'm not trying to be in the middle of none of that no more. You either believe or you disbelieve. I'm not calling nobody no kafir, because when the Caucasians use the term kafir, it means to be a nigger. The downside of that, kafir means to be a disbeliever. So if you don't want to be calling me no nigger, don't let me have to call you a kafir, because you started the term itself, calling someone a nigger. Being niggardly is being disrespectful to your parents, because of those are your first teachers. Being disrespectful as a husband to his family is being niggardly, because he should know how to respect the next woman that is a companion, a soulmate in his life. And any man who considers a child, an unborn child, to be greater accessible to his foundation, knowing good and well he has to get another woman to help him raise that child, then that's utterly disrespectful to the woman who bore the child in the first place. So if it means that we need to make Toba, because the Messiah Isa has a job to do. The acceptance of repentance, we all should endeavor in that. This is my way of being totally away from the ignorance of not being one who is of Toba. Toba was firstly recommended to our father Adam and extended to our father Ibrahim, and also extended to Noah, because Noah became annoyed with the people who was urine and feces around the ship that he was building, that he was instructed to build. And Musa, was instructed to make Tober because, again, it was not Aaron who made the image after he told them not to do so. Isa will be coming on his Tober manifestation because of the rift and the people constantly calling him God, 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 God. My mother named me the Greek tree goddess of knowledge. That don't make me God. That just makes me be a respectful citizen, respectful servant, respectful allegation for knowing that there's qualities of people's characters in society. Lord, help all the blood spilled if y'all keep doing those things. I bled enough. My bleeding came through my motherhood. With that being said, anybody that decides to take my blood unjustifiably because of me being a United States citizen, or anyone who degrades talking ill-mannerly about Muslims in America without having knowledge about Islam, since it was made up, coming directly out of the president's mouth, then you're saying that Moses was made up, you're saying that Dawood or David was made up, and you're saying that Jesus was made up. Everybody had children. Everybody has children. For as many Jesus names out there, there's many Muhammad's names out there as well. May 2019 be the upstandard scenario of the importance of respectfulness to mankind. And anybody who's searching or always speaking about a witch hunt, clarify what you're saying, because you don't know what you're saying. Unless you are a warlock or a witchcraft practicer yourself. Salam, call him Rabbil Rahim.